Hello, I'm Jimmy Carr.
And I'm Katherine Ryan. Welcome to Your Face or Mine, the show that likes its relationships like it likes its vodka. On the rocks. Just time for one final thought. Scientists believe what makes men attractive to women are pheromones and sweat.
Although it does depend who's sweat. If it's glistening on the abs of an Olympic athlete, that's one thing. If it's dripping down the crack of a morbidly obese man from Hull, that's another.
A show that's so shallow, we've had to put up signs saying no diving.
Just time for one final thought. Remember, it takes two to tango.
But only one to send a photo of her cha-cha-cha.
Our aim tonight is to get a couple to turn to each other and say those three magic words.
Don't touch me.
Just time for one final thought. They say money can't buy you love.
But it can buy you a sex robot with realistic, wipe-clean skin and natural hair.
I also tell jokes. The show that's keeping it real.
And by it, we do not mean faces, lips, or boobs. Just time for one final thought. In a relationship, you might be able to paper over the cracks.
But it'll make lovemaking much more difficult. The show that proves the couple that plays together
goes home in separate cars.
Just time for one final thought. Ladies, if you're worried your man's cheating on you, check his shirt.
If it says pennant on the back, he probably is.
Now, a lot of people have complained that our show is superficial.
Oh, but those people are ugly, so don't worry about it. Before we go, a final thought. 50% of Brits claim to be satisfied with their sex lives.
Which means the other 50% who are shagging them aren't. Weird.
The show that treats its couples like sausages.
We try our best not to think about what's inside. Just time for one final thought. According to research, couples are less likely to last if they're too similar to each other.
Which is why I guess it never worked out with me and my brother. People have said there's something unpleasant and rotten at the heart of this show.
That's just plain rude. Something? Her name is Katherine. Just time for one final thought. If you're watching this at home with your partner and they've just said, we're never going on that show.
Oh, then your partner is ugly. The show where no contestant goes home empty-handed.
No, because everyone leaves here with post-traumatic stress disorder. Just time for one final thought. Ladies, if you're worried your man's cheating on you, check his phone.
If it's on another girl's bedside table, then he probably is.
The show where a vain, self-obsessed couple pretend not to hate each other just so they can leave with wads of cash.
But enough about us. Just time for one final thought. If you've been affected by any of the issues raised on the show, then pick up the phone.
Your partner's phone and check their text messages. The show that takes ordinary people, looks them right in the eye and says...
Swipe left.
Just time for one final thought. For those in long-term relationships, the most important thing is respect.
But for those in short-term relationships, the most important thing is sneaking out of the house before the minger wakes up.
Or you might end up presenting a show with them. Now, we've had some complaints that we're disrespectful to our contestants, but that's not true. We treat everyone here with the utmost respect.
Even the mingers. Just time for one final thought. Research shows couples are 10 times more likely to have a happy relationship if they argue regularly.
No, they aren't.
Shut up, Jimmy.
I love you.
I love you too.
Good night.
Bye.